gentlemen, it's your boy back at it again. We are going to be live with our guy, Gregory Rousseau. First round draft pick, big boy out of the U. I mean, I don't know if there's a lot of guys from the U that represent and love the U. We go show it out. I see my guy bopping in the background. He doesn't see it, but I see you. I see you, Rocket. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Rico Report, brought to you by the Buffalo Fanatics. It's going to be a banger of a show today, folks. Let me introduce, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Greg Rousseau, before we get on there. You know what I'm saying? This guy right here, 2019 ACC Defensive Rookie of the Year, 2019 First Team All-ACC, 2019 Second Team All-American, 2019 Freshman All-American, 2021 newly signed Buffalo Bills defensive end. Ladies and gentlemen, bring it together for my guy, Gregory Rousseau. Let's go. What's happening, my G? Welcome to the Rico Report. I hope I gave you that bomb introduction. I think it's one of my best ones I've done.
Yes, sir. That was fire. Thanks for having me.
Let's do it, man. So listen, man, I much appreciate it for coming on to the show. For those that have been watching the Rico Report, y'all know I've been scruffing and roughing it for the longest time. I'm from Canada, man. So in Canada, a lot of places are locked down. So we are roughed up. So I had to, you know what I mean, finagle my way and get a nice clean cut because I got to represent for my man.
Yes,
so for those that I feel that. So let's get right into it, Greg. Let's get right into it, man. First of all, congratulations. 4-year contract. You know what I'm saying? You're now officially part of the Bills. How are you feeling now? Like, what's going on in your mind?
Just blessed, blessed, humble, hungry, just ready to work. I'm so glad to be in the situation I'm in here at Buffalo. Everybody's great, the players, the coaches, the training room, everybody in the whole entire building. I'm just super blessed and super happy to be here.
Man, I think we're excited. We are excited. A lot of folks, we knew what we needed for this team. We've been waiting for a boost, right? A bit of a boost on the defensive line, right? Not that we were terrible on the line, but we needed a bit of youth injection. And we got that with the addition of Gregory Rousseau. Now, would you prefer being called Greg or Gregory? Which you prefer?
Both are cool, but most people just call me Greg for the most part. Yeah.
Greg is going to turn into Groot soon.
Yeah, I know, right?
Greg is going to be Groot. I'm telling you, folks. All right, so you grew up. We have a little bit of connection. For those that don't know, my man Gregory Rousseau is a Haitian. Sac passe. What up to my Zoe? You know what it is. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. So, growing up in a Haitian household, right? We're not really known for playing football, right? We're known for playing the other football.
Yeah, soccer.
How did you convince mom and dad, hey, I want to play football? How did that go down?
It was pretty tough at first, but me and my brother kept telling them, like, man, just put us in tackle football. They're like, nah. Haitian parents want you to be either a doctor or a lawyer or engineer. Like, it's one of those three. That's it. So really, we pushed them. We're like, please let us play. And then finally, they let us on the field, and I was able to go out there, and I just fell in love with the game.
I appreciate that because you're not wrong with that. Lawyer, doctor, engineer, and you ain't leaving the house until you're married and all that stuff. It's just the way it is, man.
Yes, sir.
So when I'm looking at, I go and see what you did in high school, right? You weren't just a defensive end. You played a little bit of receiver out there. So when I'm looking at your high school career and I'm seeing how versatile you are, what made you decide to just focus on defensive end when you could have been both?
Yeah. Well, I'd say I had some offers for defensive end, some offers for receiver, some for even safety. But I realized a trend in my scholarship offers. I got a lot more big offers like LSU, Georgia, Miami, all to play defensive end. So I felt like I had a higher ceiling at that position than I did at receiver. So that was really what made me think maybe I should definitely play defense in college.
How close were you to saying, you know what, man, forget about defensive end, I'm going receiver?
I was kind of close sometimes, but I knew I liked defense. I knew I liked defense a lot. I like catching touchdowns too, but defense, I just felt like it was a little bit more natural. So I knew I'd stick with it.
Did Brian Dable mention anything to you that, hey man, we might even put you, you know what I mean, on goal line and get ready because you might catch some passes?
Nah, not yet, not yet.
We gonna materialize that. We're gonna try to push that out there for Brian Dable. That's what's up. So you graduate. Now, before you graduate, you were challenged. Talk about the challenge that you were given and how you overcame a lot of the challenges to at least be successful in your high school.
Yeah, well, my principal challenged me with the task to graduate early, and to do that, I had to do 8 classes on FLVS, which is Florida Virtual School. So that whole entire summer to December, I was just grinding every day after practice. I'd be on my laptop, just doing work, whether it's algebra, geometry, just a whole bunch of work. I had to do like a whole year of work, well, a whole half a year of work while I'm doing the work that I was already doing in school. So it was definitely a huge challenge, but I'm happy I did it.
How did you keep your focus, man? Because I mean, in high school, we're all about playing Madden, hanging out with my friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you keep your focus so in tune?
Really just knowing like what I'm doing it for, just knowing that I have a goal, because I wanted to get to Miami and be able to enroll early in games, put some weight on, because I was only like 215 at the time. So I knew I had to add some muscle to my frame for sure. So I knew me getting there in January was like a necessity to me. It was super important.
Yo, man, I gotta give big respect to that, because not a lot of people have that drive, right? You knew what you wanted, you set a goal, and congratulations on that, right? So you graduate, intelligent young man that you are. So congratulations on that. So first year college, you break your ankle, so it's almost like a wash. You break your ankle, you're like, man, my freshman year, and I break my ankle. What's going on in your mind?
At first, it was tough. Like, that's what I was thinking. Like, damn, bro, like, why me? But then I thought about it. I prayed about it. Trusted God. Realized that everything happens for a reason. I was blessed enough to have a great support system from my teammates to my family to my coaches. Everybody around me was just positive energy. So I was able to bounce back the next year.
There we go. Bounce back the next year, and that's where the year where you made a name for yourself, right? So we're talking about 15 and a half sacks. So I've got to ask you this, right? You've got Pittsburgh, Florida State, Duke. I named those 3 games, those 3 teams. Do you know why I named them?
Because combined, I probably had like 9 sacks in those games.
Okay, you listen. I gotta give it to you because let me tell you something. When I see all those sacks, consecutive sacks, right? Playing basketball, sometimes when someone's hot, like Devin Booker just destroyed my Lakers yesterday. He was hot. I'm still hurting right now. You know what I'm saying? But talking to you is cool. So is it like playing basketball when the hoop is just massive? You just dropping it and it doesn't, you can't miss. So what is it when you've got 1 sack? You got a second one. So is it like the hoop is huge? Like how does it work? What's your mental?
I feel like my mental is like, let's say I get a sack in the first quarter. Like, it's not like, oh, I got a sack for the game. Let's go. I got my sack. It's like, nah, let me like go even harder, So really, it's like just to keep on piling on, keep on winning. And let's say I won with this move on my first sack, that might be setting up another move. So that's the way I look at it, just to really just maximize my time out there, and every single snap, I'm trying to get the most out of it.
All right, trying to get the most out of it, and you're trying to set up your next move. It's almost like playing chess. So it's a mind game. When do you know that you got that tackle? Man, you ain't nothing. I got you. I got you exactly where I want you.
I'd say when they stop, like, because the tackle or guard, they're going to block the way they want to block at all times. Just like a shooter's going to shoot the way they want to shoot. Like if Curry's shooting threes, he's going to want to shoot threes, Okay. So like you see them get out of their comfort zone and start doing little different things with their technique, like maybe they're kicking a little bit deeper or not as deep, or they're shooting their hands a little bit faster. That's when you know that you kind of, getting them off their game, and vice versa for the defensive end. If he's doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff or whatever, you kind of got him out of this game. So
when coach dials up, hey man, I want you to stunt inside. You're going up against the guard, the center. You know what I mean? The hoggier, the heavier guys. Are you like, I don't want to go against them? Are you like, let me eat? Because that's those guys, I got them. What's your thought process when they send you inside?
I love going inside, honestly. I love rushing from the outside and inside, but definitely inside for sure, because usually the tackles are a little bit more athletic. So in the inside, you can kind of use your moves a little bit more, and you can kind of keep your distance because they have shorter arms in the inside as well.
Look at my man, just flaming. You say, I have to give it to you, because if you can go inside and outside, I got to give it to you. I got to give you the horns because you can't. You're versatile, right? 6'7" can go inside, can go outside. A lot of guys might look at you like lunch meat, but they don't know what's coming their way, man. The Haitian Sensations. I just made you a new nickname.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. I got to give another one for you, man. Let's go. So now, when I'm looking at your collegiate years, I'm looking at the sacks of 4 games, 4 sacks, 5 sacks. So you're hot. Now you're going into the NFL. It's a different ball game, right? So my question to you is your mental state. Where did you feel that you had to elevate mentally? Not like physically, because you had to put some weight on, but like, what did you have to kind of tell yourself? All right, this is what has to happen when I go to the next level. This is what I got to do. What's your thought process going to the next level?
I feel like I just got to get better in almost every way from my get off, but especially like my eyes and it's my technique, just being quicker in my hands because it's going to be a lot harder at this level. The NFL is the best of the best. They're pros and they're in the NFL for a reason, just like me. So everybody out there is trying to eat. So I just got to up my game that much more. But I'm excited to do it though, and I feel like I have a great support system here at Buffalo, great coaches, great teammates to learn from. Because a lot of times you learn a lot from your teammates as well. So I'm just excited to be in the room with all my guys and to start learning.
All right, so you like to learn.
Yeah,
I like that because you're going to a team now that's got a great mix of some veteran guys and some young guys, especially in the defensive line room. You got Jerry Hughes, you got Mario Addison. You know what I'm saying? I can even say you got Ed Oliver. He's got some years on him now. He's got a couple years in. So
yeah.
You've been in the facility. Have you had any conversations with these guys? What have you been learning thus far?
Ed for sure, and with Ed, I've just been learning, just taking little things from him, the way he moves, the way he practices, his effort, the way he's always just trying to finish his rushes, the way he bends. Really been talking to Ed a lot for sure. And when it comes to also AJ Espinosa, definitely he's a stud for sure, and he's teaching me some stuff as well. So really, everybody's been helping me out a lot. Mario and Jerry, I'm pretty sure they're going to be here soon, but they're not there yet. But I'm definitely going to be learning a lot from them and be soaking everything up.
Who was your first phone call from a teammate after you got drafted?
My first phone call from a teammate. It was probably a text message, and it might have been Tremaine Edmonds.
My man, Tremaine Edmonds. Okay, that's respect because he's one of our leaders on the squad. Young buck. He's a young guy, man. Yeah. So. And he's mature beyond his years. So I can't wait to see my man Tremaine and you in the group and everything. Man, this is gonna be amazing. So I've got a few games to play with you, just a couple games, right? I kind of gave you a bit of a heads up as what we're gonna do. So this game here is called 2 words, but I want you, if we're gonna change it up to your first thoughts, right? Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are tuned in for the very first time, this is the Rico Report brought to you by the Buffalo Fanatics. I am here with defensive end for the Buffalo Bills, Greg Rousseau, aka Groot, aka the Haitian Sensation. He's bringing it. I see that now. I like that. I'm gonna try to make it work for you, man. So this game here, that's what I'm talking about, man. So this game here, it's called 2 words, but it's called I'm gonna make it called Your First Thoughts, and I'm gonna go through it with you, and I'll give you the first one, and then I've got a few others that we're gonna go through. So just a second here. Here we go. Defensive end Greg Rousseau. Your first thoughts. After you got drafted, you get your phone call from Brandon Bean. You hang up the phone. What are your first thoughts when you get off the phone?
Just ecstatic, just celebrating with my family, just feeling blessed. Best moment of my life.
I love it. Best moment of your life. And you know what? You're going to a team that's got the best uniforms in the league, hands down, clean. Right. I'm telling you. All right, so you're a Madden player, right? You learned a lot from playing Madden. I think we all did, by the way, right? Yeah. What team did you run with all the time playing Madden?
What team? Before I got drafted?
Whenever you were playing Madden the most, what team were you always running with?
I'd say the Falcons. Back when they had Vic.
Oh, you were that guy running around Vic all day.
Yeah, I'm that guy. That's what I
All
was.
right, all right, cool. There was always a defense for guys like you, by the way. We just play a little prevent, let your defensive ends just sit there and see if you can, because Vic had that tiny little accuracy window. So it was either if you can't run, you got to throw it. Pick six. I'm just saying, you don't want to play that.
That's true. That's true.
So let's go. Your first thoughts, Spencer Brown.
Huge for sure. Huge.
Boy, you
Big
6'7".
boy.
We're talking about huge.
No, but Spencer's like 6'10". He's the O-line. You don't really see O-linemen that are that tall, at least in college. And he's a really good player. He uses his length really well. So going against him is going to be fun for the rest of our careers, hopefully.
I like that. That's a great answer. All right. Your first thoughts, Coach Eric Washington.
Detailed for sure. I feel like he's like a guru. He's every little detail from get off to your eyes to your keys, every little thing, super detailed, super intentional with everything. And he's a hands-on coach. He's a great coach.
Love that. I really love that. Here's one for you. This one you're gonna love. Your first thoughts, Jalen Phillips on the rival Dolphins.
First thoughts, jersey swap for sure. I'm looking forward to playing him. Two boys from the U. We both went first round. I think we were the first DNs to do that in a while. I saw something that the Hurricanes posted about it, so it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool for me and him to do that.
How tight are you guys? You guys pretty tight?
Yeah, that's my boy.
That's pretty cool because Reed Ferguson, his brother that's our long snapper, and his brother happens to be on Miami. So there's always that rivalry. So it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. Yeah. Here we go. Your favorite Haitian dish?
D avec sauce poivre for sure. Classic.
Listen. Yo, what about that griot? You don't want that griot?
Yeah, the griot with the fried plantain. That's classic too, and the pizza.
That's what I'm talking about. You're honorary Haitian. You gotta have that griot, man. That's where it's at. All right, here we go. You're gonna be playing in cold weather. I don't want to ask you, hey, Greg, how does it feel to play in the cold weather? We're past that. Here's a real question: are you gonna go sleeveless, or are you just gonna be sleeved? What are you trying to do?
I don't know. For now, I'm gonna say sleeveless, but I don't know how they say it gets cold. So I don't know how cold it is. So I'm gonna see. I know there's
no. You gotta give us an answer: sleeve or no sleeve.
I'm gonna say sleeve. I'm gonna say sleeve.
Okay. You'll have the opportunity to go sleeveless to see how cold it is, but I'll give you that. Okay, I'll give you that. Here we go.
About it.
Your first thoughts on Boogie Basham. You get drafted in the first, right? On your first pick, and then following you getting drafted in the first, here comes Boogie Basham. What are your thoughts on that?
I was so excited, for me to be able to come in and just learn with another person playing my position. It's been awesome. He's getting to know me. I'm getting to know him. Great dude, funny as hell. He's awesome.
I like that's amazing because I'm actually looking forward to you guys because listen, man, AJ Epinesa last year, Boogie Basham, we got Groot. 3 young bucks that are going to be coming up together. I cannot wait, man. It's going to be a cold front coming all over the place, man. It's going to be amazing to see. Great. Here we go. Your thoughts. You may have met him. I don't know if you met him yet, but you've been hearing all about him. Josh Allen.
Yeah, I met him. Super great guy. He's really humble. He's funny. He's just another dude. He's like playing around. He's good vibes for sure. Awesome. I can see how he has so much success. Really down there.
Yeah. Listen, man, you have no idea, man. This guy, when it's game time, beast. I
know.
You got yourself a damn good quarterback, man. All right, we got a few more questions, and then we're gonna get into another game, and then we're gonna end our interview today. So, why number 50? I mean, you went from 15 in college to now you're number 50. Is there any significance behind that number 50?
I say in high school I had number 5, college I had 15. Now I got 50, so I just keep that 5 in it. It's kind of 5 is pretty special to me, I'd say.
Is there a reason why it's special? Is there something that does it for you with that number?
Because like when I was growing up, I saw people wearing like number 4, number 2, but nobody had number 5. So I was like, let me just make that number my own thing,
I like it, man. So I'm hoping that you give us one of those 5 that special number 5. You gave it to us in college. You had 5 sacks in one game. I'm hoping that you give us a 5 sacker in one of the games this year. I mean, we'll be paying attention. We're gonna be paying attention.
Sure.
That turnover chain in Miami, it's a big thing. Is there any way that you can bring a variant of it to Buffalo? You know what I mean? The Buffalo turnover chain. What's up with that, man? Can we do something?
I'm gonna work on it. I got you. I'm gonna work on it for sure. I got you.
Let's go, man. I appreciate that, man. So I got a fan question. We sent a mass text to a lot of our fans, and I got a question from Jeff King, our guy Jeff King. Shout out to my guy Jeff King. His question to you was, do you feel you're ready to compete right away from the start? Or do you feel it's going to be a longer progress? And that's part one of the questions.
No, I feel like I'm ready to compete right now.
You're ready to go. I like that, man, because there's gonna be some competition, man. There's at least 10 guys ready to roll, man. It's gonna be fun to see. His follow-up question was this: has your height ever been a leverage issue for you when you're going up against, some tough linemen, some inside guys? So your height has ever been a leverage issue?
Nah, I don't think so. I feel like as long as you don't play too high, you're able to use your length to an advantage. But if you're kind of standing straight up, then it could be a problem.
I'm feeling that, man, for real. So we are done with first thoughts, man. You killed that, man. You killed that for real. So we're going to a segment called Say It With Your Chest. Now, this segment I like a lot. I usually allow my guests this is your chance to brag, right, about yourself. But I'm going to switch it up this time. All right. I'm going to give you an opportunity to brag about somebody else. So this is the segment, Say It With Your Chest. Ladies and gentlemen, we have defensive end from the Buffalo Bills, our Buffalo Bills, Gregory Rousseau, a.k.a. Groot. He's got an opportunity to say with his chest. And the question for you, sir, is who on the Miami team that is going to be up and coming that you're saying, everybody watch out for this guy from the U? Who is that guy? Say it with your chest.
The D tackle, number 1, Nesta J. Silvera. He's just a savage. He could stop the run, pass rush. I feel like he's gonna have a really good year. I feel like he's gonna get drafted high for sure. I feel like he's gonna really just take off this season. I'm super excited to watch him.
That is exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been an edition of the Rico Report with number 1 draft pick for the Bills, Gregory Rousseau. Greg, talk to me, man. Are any shout outs you want to give out? Any charities that you are currently trying to be part of? Are you part of a charity right now? Do you have a charity, or any shout outs you want to give to anybody that's out there?
I'd give a shout out just to all the fans. Thanks for all the support. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. Even though I don't get to meet all of y'all face to face, I really do appreciate it. And I'm working on my charity, so I should have one pretty soon.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We have been graced by Mr. Gregory. So listen, Greg, I appreciate you, man, because you're a busy man. You've got a lot on your plate, and you took the time. And this is one of the biggest platforms out there that bridges the gap between the fans and the players. And I'm honored to be able to do that. And I appreciate your time, man. We'll be rooting for you. You know what I'm saying? All Haitians, a big community is going to be rooting for you, man. And all Bills fans, all Bills Mafia. Will we see you go through a table at any point?
At some point, yes, you will see.
Oh, shoot. So you and Spencer Brown are going to be going through tables. I like it. I like it, man. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been an edition of the Rico Report. I don't know. Did you were feeling that beat, by the way? Because that's how you
It was bumpy.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Greg Rousseau. Gentlemen, thank you guys for tuning in. Greg, thank you. You've been fantastic. Have yourself a fantastic evening, man. And we will catch you on the flip side. Salute. Yes, sir. Well, there you have it, folks. Greg Rousseau, defensive end for the Buffalo Bills. Did you guys get to know Greg a little bit more? I know I did. And I'm appreciative because we have a relationship with these players that we take seriously, and we want to bring something that you don't know about them to you, right to your front doorstep, right to your screen. And we're going to keep trying to grind it out. So, folks, we appreciate your time. I normally go live at 8:30, but you know what? I think I still got a lot of energy, so I'm going to do it. But, folks, that was great. I enjoyed it. This guy is going to be something, man. I like his attitude. I like his energy. I think that we're going to have something special with Greg Rousseau, man. I like this. I like it a lot, man. Young, bright kid. AJ Epinesa, Greg Rousseau, Boogie Basham. Yo, watch out, man. Yo, we might be a problem for the league, man. New York Jets, Miami Dolphins, New England Patriots. Y'all better watch out, man. You don't want to get swept again. You don't want that to happen. It might just happen, though. So, folks, enjoy yourself. Enjoy the night. We'll be back at 8:30 for the Rico Report. And until next time, it's your boy. You guys already know what it is, right? Let's go. And I'm going.